York Rocks. What's up, everybody? It's Phil from New York Rocks. Stay tuned, you're watching New York Rocks, baby. Who rocks better than us? Nobody rocks like New York Rocks. We rock the best. How you doing, everybody? It's Phil from New York Rocks, and we're rocking down here at Umbertos Clam House here in the heart of Little Italy and NYC. Here with New York Rocks. We got a great show here tonight. We're going to go inside right now, and you're going to listen to New York Rocks Radio. Because New York Rocks is radio now. Just go check it out. Watching New York Rocks. Who rocks better than us? Nobody rocks like New York Rocks. We rock the best. We're going to start off with Meyer Rossabi and my Rossabi band, and let's talk a little about you and how you got started in music, and let's start that all over. Go ahead.
Start it again. Okay.
All right, go ahead. Tell everybody where you're from and how you got started in music. And
okay, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and music. I was probably about 11, and I just wanted to do something different. You know, I was always into sports, but I always wanted to, play music. I guess it was my passion. I heard the guitar, and I really loved blues and rock guitar, and I just wanted to play.
Is that the first instrument you got interested in, was playing guitar?
Playing guitar, yeah.
And what age was that then?
About 11.
11, oh, okay. And then when did you start with the band? When did you get in the band?
Believe it or not, at 15.
15? Really?
15 years old. Actually, I was playing bars at 15, and it was doing like big concerts and stuff with friends, and I did some recordings maybe at about 18 years old.
And you're from Brooklyn, right? Correct? Yeah.
And originally from Coney Island, Sheepshead Bay area. And I liked blues from the beginning, and some blues rock, and I just branched off from that.
Now, did you have any music in your family that inspired you to get into music, or just like you're the first one?
Well, my uncles played a mandolin and some other instruments, so they inspired me. Okay. But I really was intrigued by the artists, Eric Clapton, Johnny Winter, and stuff like that, and when I was growing up.
Okay, now you play. I see you play Les Paul, right? Correct.
Right now, I was playing a Les Paul for a little bit, and then I branched off to a Strat, and now I'm back to an ES335, a black ES335.
Okay. Now, you've been playing in a lot of places. Actually, I seen you open for Southside Johnny at BB King.
Yeah, that was in June 2012. That was a great show. We had a lot of fun and a lot of energy. And Southside Johnny's a great guy, and it was just a lot of fun.
Now, how'd you get that gig? And I heard you gigged out before. Let's talk about some of the other places that you played at, and some of the people that actually you work with. Artists you worked with.
Yeah. Well, what happened? I also played in a blues place called Mexicali Live. That's in Teaneck. That's a very good venue too. A lot of artists play there. Dickie Betts, Dr. John. Just all kinds of Southside Johnny just played there not too long ago. So that place, Mexicali Live, also gets some good artists there. And I was doing the blues circuit and the rock circuit in the 90s. That's pretty much where I started. And I was playing with a Shooting Star Band with Drew and Fred Kasha in the early 90s.
Actually, let's bring that back, because Drew and Freddie, I met you through Freddie, and actually I seen you on Freddie's show. You were doing a character called Jabberjaw.
Oh,
And it was like so funny. It was a finger puppet.
The puppet,
and you did the voice.
Yeah.
And I said, this is hilarious. Who is that guy? I said, I love this.
Once in a while I bring him out. He's a lot of fun. He's a character. He's he has a lot to say. You know what?
I miss that guy.
Yeah, he's that inner person that you want to say things, but you just can't say with your regular face. You have to have something like hiding.
It's always like a cartoon character. They always say the wildest things, and they can get away with it because they're cartoon characters.
Puppet curses you out. What are you going to do? Beat him up?
Yeah, really. It wasn't me.
Put him in your glove compartment. So,
Okay.
so in the 90s, I was working with Fred and Drew,
Right.
and we were doing some great shows. I mean, we opened up for Chuck Berry,
Right.
we opened up for Miami Sound Machine, we opened up for Jan and Dean,
Wow.
we opened up for Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, we opened we worked with Gary U.S. Bonds,
Right, right.
we worked with, let me see who else,
A lot of headlines.
a lot of,
Really
the
good,
Beach Boys,
really
the
good.
Birds. We
Oh,
did a lot of,
really?
we worked with
Wow.
a lot of people.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you. And then what happened, I went into blues after that. I joined up with Drew's brother, James, on bass, and a guy named Carl, and we did the blues circuit for a bit, and that was a lot of fun, and we did some great places in the city, and then I teamed up with two other guys, and we did places like Manny's Car Wash and the Lone Star, and then I got out of it for a bit. And then my childhood friend, Marky Ramone from the Ramones, was always giving me great encouragement. He's a really great, gives me encouragement.
How long? How'd you meet Marky? Talk about that. Go ahead.
It's funny. Mark has a brother that has mutual friends that I grew up with.
Right.
And I always, through years of growing up, I used to, hear about his name's Freddie, and I say, oh, I want to introduce you to Freddie, and I knew that, and they said that's Mark Ramone's brother from the Ramones, and I just never. I always wanted to meet Mark because we, in the music industry and stuff.
Sure.
And I wanted to meet Freddie, and it just didn't happen. And finally, one day, we had a mutual friend that tied Mark and me together. After all these years in the '90s, and Mark and we stayed friends ever since.
Wow.
So Mark actually plays drums on my CD.
And Mark is actually the only one left, I think, right?
Well, Mark is the
drummer. He was the drummer.
He was the drummer. He's a very, very
Ramones,
active member.
We're talking about Marky Ramones from the Ramones.
Of the
and,
Ramones.
he was the drummer, and Meyer grew up with him or knew him as he was growing up.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
And he was a very great guy, Mark. And basically that's it. And then, I worked with, we did some other stuff. We wrote a song, Joan Jett, called "Don't Blame Me," and Joan Jett sang it. It's on one of Mark's album, "Answer to Your Problems," and I did some studio sessions with people, and I just I'm playing out, and
Let's talk about the band now. Who's in the band, and how they currently? You probably had some changes, right?
Well, we had very little changes because we're only 3-piece, so there's really not too many changes.
It's a power trio, guys. Power trio right here.
There's not too. I mean, it's like ZZ Top. I mean, you can't really change
Rush.
them.
You got Rush going on.
Yeah, we don't have the beards, but I think we're going to grow them soon.
Yeah. Well, this is on like Italian radio, too. It's Italian broadcasting company.
Over here,
so
too?
a lot of paisans are going to be listening.
Good.
Plus, we're right in Little Italy at Umbertos Clam Bar on 132 Mulberry Street right here, and the heart of...
I'm from Brooklyn, so
forget about it.
Forget about it.
Huh?
So the current members right now is Paul Kane on drums, who's been with me from the beginning of the project.
Very good drummer and a super nice guy. I know him.
Paul's a great guy.
Now, Paul's from Staten Island?
Yes.
From Staten Island. There you go.
And he plays the blues, the actually rock blues circuit for a long time in New York. He's a very powerful, great drummer. Now, when I started the band, I started with Chibo Jones.
All right.
And Chibo was very dedicated and played with me. He was great. But he had another project to do with Michael Graves. So he had to leave. And we.
That's the lineup I just seen that you were at BB King's with.
That BB King with Chibo Jones.
Yeah.
And then Paul has a friend, Danny Carthax, who actually he's from Nepal, and he played in pop bands in Nepal. He's pretty much an experienced bass player from the pop end.
And now he just played with you at Kenny's Castaways.
At Kenny's Castaways, we had a lot of fun at that gig. And, it was funny. We had the hurricane that night, and we still had a good crowd there. Despite, the hurricane and all that. And then we did that jazz set. I don't think, were you there for the jazz set with Leandra?
Well, I stayed for the whole set. The whole set on Kenny's.
Right, but then we did like a jazz set. Leandra Ram came up with Freddie, and we played like a jazz set with her.
After that, because actually my girlfriend Wendy Sola from Canada, she was flying in, and she had a problem getting on the plane in Vancouver. So I was like really worried about her, and finally I got her here. you know, she's here with me today.
Oh, good.
And I put her on finally. But I'm glad she's here. So she came from Canada. So let's give a little thing for Wendy Sola from
very good. Yeah.
From Summerland actually, and BC, British Columbia. So she finally got here, and so I had to rush home, but. You know, I watched the whole full set of you guys, you know, jamming out that night. Yeah.
So we had a lot of fun that night, and we're doing, we're going to be doing Wicked Willie's, which is the club that's right under Terror Blues.
Right.
It's just a great club. It's on Bleecker Street. We're going to be doing that August 15th, and then we're doing Gizzy's Cafe actually next week at August 8th. So we have a couple of shows coming up. I'm working on a third CD, Blues the Way You Like It. And that's gonna be a good, powerful, fast-moving rock and blues CD.
Well, tell everybody how they can find out more about you, and they can log in. You have Facebook page, like a like page. Tell everybody.
Okay, I have.
We want to hear some music. From you too,
no problem. I have NYRocksTV.com, which is my regular web page.
How do you spell the Rossabi?
First name is Meyer, Meyer, and then last name is Rossabi, Rossabi.
Okay.
And then you have the Facebook page, which is Meyer Blues Band.
Meyer's Blues Band.
Right, you'll see Meyer Blues Band. You'll see that. Or you're the Meyer Rossabi Band. Either way, it'll come up. You'll see it. And then we have Reverb Nation, the Meyer Rossabi Band. We have Facebook, the Meyer Rossabi Band. Okay. I have another site called Live Blues World, which also, I think that's just on the Meyer Rossabi.
Right.
So anyway, you pretty much Google, you'll find me somewhere.
Very cool.
You know, and then we could. You'll see what's going on, what I'm doing, and everything.
All right. Well, Betty, can we have Betty, the engineer, here tonight. Thank you very much for helping us out. We can hear some music from Meyer and play a couple of songs. Now, what song, let's say, would you want to play for us right now?
If you want to put on the first song, start off with Born in Chicago.
Okay.
I mean, it's a cover by Nick Rabinites. It's a great song, and it's a fast-moving song, and you check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Let's hear some music on New York Rocks. We come down here to hear music. You know, we got to hear it. You know, besides the talk. So New York Rocks. Let's check it out right now. Meyer Rossabi Band rocking out on New York Rocks.
Chicago,
We're back here, New York Rocks. It's the first show. We got a hat on, and I got the headphones on. Stick your headphones on if you wanna hear, right? It doesn't matter, right? Okay, but I'd like to do a little promo for Aquarian Weekly. We have Slash, and also another excellent guitarist, right?
Great.
Slash, you're a great guitarist yourself.
Thank you.
I love his playing. You got to see Meyer Rossabi play live, man. You play such great guitar.
Thank you.
This guy plays pretty good
Very
guitar
good.
too, right?
He's amazing.
Right?
Yes.
He's actually playing at the Wellmont Theater this Friday night in New Jersey, and he's also on the cover of the Aquarian Weekly, which I work for the newspaper. So I gave a little kudos to Slash. He's such an awesome guitar player. I heard he's an awesome guy too.
Yep.
And I'll bring that up. And also that if you want to listen to the program here tonight, you can go on the Centani Broadcasting Network at www.centanibroadcasting.com. You can listen to this show and the other shows that I'm going to be producing right here at Umbertos Clam House at 132 Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy, because New York rocks, and that's where we are. And talking about guitar, you play such a great guitar, man.
Thank you.
Really, man. How'd you learn how to play that? It's so good, man.
It's
like,
you know what it is. It's
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah.
I try. You know what it is. I do different styles.
Right.
I don't just stick with one. I play jazz. I
Right.
play blues. I play country. So what I do is I incorporate it all together.
Right.
For a different sounds with speed, hitting the right notes, just phrasing and just being like on time. You know,
And that song that we just played now, you wrote that song? Talk about that song.
No, well, no, that's Born in
Okay.
Chicago. That
All
was by Nick Rabbit.
That's you playing the guitar.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
And singing.
And rocking. Yeah, singing.
And Marky Ramone on drums.
Oh, really?
But the thing is that when you do studio work, you got to be a little more precise. Like in your live playing, you can branch out a lot more. When you get into the studio, sometimes you have to tighten up your solos, so this way people remember them. You know, you make them like a classic. You have to actually write them.
Right.
You know, and then this way that people always remember. They hear that little solo, and then they remember that.
Right.
And that's I remember that. So it's just. But when you play live, you can go. You know, you can branch off. So I like playing live too.
But you don't make many mistakes, because I was listening and I said, "Wow, this guy's on cue.
That's
really good, man. You know your music. You know?
Well,
you're trained.
I get ready for the shows.
You went to school. Did you go to school for music?
Let me see.
Let
me think.
We forgot.
I have like brain freeze. No, I do a lot. I've taken jazz lessons.
Right.
You know, from a great jazz artist, Jim Ponzi.
Okay.
And I once
Italian,
in a while
there
continuously,
you
he's
go.
great, Jimmy, and I continuously see him to brush up, because you always need something you want to keep hitting big brick walls.
Right.
Because the thing about being a good guitar player or a great guitar player is knowing that you don't know everything. There's always something to be learned by another guy, and it don't have to be. The next guy don't even have to be the greatest, but he might show you something that you'll branch off into. Like it's almost like opening up a door to a room that opens up a door to another room.
Right.
You know,
cool.
That's how I.
Well, the first 100 years is the hardest, they say.
Yeah, that's it. After that, I know it's going to take me. What do I have? So.
Well, they say you never know anything. So there's the first 100 years the hardest.
That's it.
If you're living past 100, you're doing pretty good.
You
learned a lot.
Yeah, 150. I'll be.
Talk about this now, Joan Jett. You did one of the songs. You actually wrote this song. With Joan Jett.
Yes.
Joan Jett. Right?
Yeah. Well, Joan Jett sung it. A song called "Don't Blame Me."
Right.
I wrote it with my dear friend Marky Ramone, and it's on Mark's album, Answer to Your Problems, and it's a great song.
That was off an album, not her newest album, but a previous
No, it's
album.
actually, she sung it, it's on actually Mark's album.
Okay.
Answer to Your Problems, when he played with the Intruders.
Right.
And it's like almost like an oldies, pretty much update rock oldies kind of feel. It's a cool song. It's "Don't Blame Me."
I have to wear my reading glasses now, and And here it's a little dark in the studio here, and in the TV studio.
Yeah.
But you have other songs on the album. Why don't we listen to another song of yours and introduce the song and talk a little about the song, and then we'll play it. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
What would you like to hear?
Well, the next song you want to do, I think, would be "World Gone Crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah, "World Gone Crazy" is an original song,
Right.
And pretty much when I wrote it.
Right.
It was, the world actually wasn't as crazy.
Right. Was it before 9/11 actually?
No,
or?
no, it wasn't that long. It was like 2 years ago.
Oh,
I wrote
okay.
it like 2 years ago.
Then it was still going crazy.
Right, it was a little crazy.
Yeah.
And now, of course, it's really going crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess it hit the right, it's,
Right.
that's how songs are. They always,
Yeah.
become popular years later because
But
they
you know
catch
what?
up. They catch up.
Music is the language of love. And as long as we have music, we'll have love, man, That's why we got to keep New York Rocks going, man, You got to keep the love.
Yeah.
You got to keep the love. And, got to talk about the song again. Sorry to
Right, so
interrupt.
that's okay. So basically, it's old. It's funk. It's a funk kind of song, bluesy funk song. Has a Jimi Hendrix feel with on a more up to date sound.
Right.
And it just talks about the world
Cool.
going crazy, basically. And that's one of my favorite songs to play with the band because it comes in so powerful,
Right.
and as a trio between the bass drum and guitars, and then it just goes right in. It's a very good danceable song. It's a funk blues rock song.
Okay, so let's hear it now. World Gone Crazy by Meyer Rossabi Band.
Soul survivor, looking in my mind. When you're rising, you compromise your time. All confusion, you got an achy head. When you wake up, another day's ahead. For the moment, you are losing the good things on the run. When you realize your past is come and gone, time and time now waits for no one there. So don't get mad now. There's another place ahead. For the moment, for the moment, for the moment, for the moment. You don't wanna ride my train. Everyone on there's the same. Pay your way or just get off, or just stay on there, get lost, yeah. For the moment, for the moment, for the moment, for the moment.
All aboard, everybody. Train pulling out. Track 1. Don't be late. Stand clear of the closing doors for your own safety.
You don't wanna ride my train.
Okay, we're back here. Rocking on New York Rocks. That was World Gone Crazy by the Meyer Rossabi Band. Live over here, though, in the studio, we have Meyer Rossabi, and he's going to play one of his new songs called Where There's Smoke, There's Fire,
This
right?
is from the new CD, Blues the Way You Like It.
There you go, man.
Okay.
Meyer Rossabi, rocking on New York Rocks. Who rocks better than us?
Here we go.
Nobody rocks like New York Rocks. We rock the best.
That's the
Meyer
that's the
Rossabi, rocking. Yeah.
I was sitting home last night, the phone started to ring. My friend was sitting at the bar, my girlfriend was his fling. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run for your life. I was driving my car one day, I got stuck on the road. The crows were flying around me, my bones turned to cold. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run for your life. You better run now. I stayed home from work today, feeling kinda sick. My boss called me on the telephone, he says you should just quit. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run for your life. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run for your life. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Don't think twice. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Don't think twice. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. You better run now, for you better run now.
Let's give it a little hand for Meyer Rossabi, man.
Thank you, thank you.
That's really cool, man. That's
Thank
good
you,
guitar
thank you,
playing. I
thank
know
you.
it's a little tight here, you know?
That's okay.
But you did great, man.
Thanks.
I love hearing you
Thank
play.
you very much, thank you.
Okay, now, Maya, I want to tell everybody out there how they can find out more about you and get in touch with you again. So, in case they missed a couple of songs, they can get in touch with you right now. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean on like I said on Facebook,
Right.
Meyer Rossabi Band, Meyer Blues Band.
My Blues Band on
Yeah,
Facebook. Somebody probably stole your name, right?
I don't know what
You
happened.
gotta watch out.
I hit a couple of wrong keys. That's what at Facebook. You do the wrong thing on Facebook, you get punished. You know?
Yeah.
They just call that punishment.
Hey, a lot of people are there. They're on
true,
there.
It's true,
Yeah.
but it gets crazy.
Okay.
And then the MyRossabi.com.
Right.
Just go MyRossabi.com and you can get in touch with me there.
There you go. And then you're playing. Tell them where you're playing recently, in case they want to come out and check you out live.
Right.
You know?
We're right. Yeah, we just did Kenny's Castaways. We're going to be doing Dizzy's Cafe, which is like a small cafe on H Street. We're doing that on August 8th.
Right.
All 8s. August 8th at 7 p.m. We're doing an hour set there. And then we're going to be over at Wicked Willie's on
Wicked Willie's.
The 15th of
That's in
August.
Brooklyn?
That's over there on Bleecker Street.
Oh.
Right
Oh, yeah,
under
right next door
Terra
to
Blues. Yeah, right
the
under
Kenny's. Right.
Yeah, we figure we'll stay on Bleecker.
Right.
We're going to be doing that the 15th of August. That's like a 10 to 12 show.
All right, full band. So.
Yeah, it'll be a full band there, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Cool.
We'll have that's a good place.
Yeah.
And we might be, popping back at BB King's probably in fall.
Right.
And who knows after that? And we're still working on the CD.
And how about new material? Well, the CD is almost
new one.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what I do is I branch off on our shows. I'm always putting in the new songs.
Right.
From the new CD. I'm always playing them live, playing them. So this way, when it comes time to do the final recordings of them, it's like natural.
Right.
That's the best thing to do. This way, it's not like, you're going in, you're making mistakes, you don't have the feel. It's like you own the song already, you're singing it out all the time. It's like, you know the words by heart. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of times.
Well, you're the singer, so you got to know it.
A lot of words all the time.
Cool.
And that's, so I'm having fun. I'm always writing something good, catchy, just it's about what's going on.
I want to thank you, though. I want to thank you very much for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
Besides, being a guest on the show, you're also considered as a friend,
Thanks.
And I know you for a couple of years, with Freddie with the Jabberjaw, and then I finally found the voice behind the Jabberjaw to meet you, and then I found out you were in a band. I was like, wow, that guy's really talented.
I used to put a small guitar on him. Remember? I don't know if you remember that. Sometimes he used to have like a little fake guitar.
Fake guitar? Yeah. Then he jams. He rocks out.
He rocks out. Yeah.
Jabberjaw, right?
He's fun.
Jabberjaw.
We have a lot of laughs with him. We always so he says crazy stuff. I don't know what it is. It's like I don't know what we talk about everything. Whatever celebrities, what's going on in the world. It's a crazy.
He's a real character. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming down. You rock, and we'll hear more from the Meyer Rossabi band. And if you like, maybe we'll take it out with one of the songs. So maybe one more song. Go ahead. We'll introduce the song on the CD that you like the most. There. They're all good.
They're all pretty. All right, they're all pretty good. Let me just see. It would be a good one for the. Try Train. Train is like more of a retro rock song. It's a little off the blues end.
Okay.
You might like it.
There you go.
It's a Train of Life.
And we'll be right back with New York Rocks. And we're going to hear from Train, from my Rossabi band. Thank you very much for coming again. And you rock, buddy.
Thanks
all
a
right.
lot.
Train.
Soul survivor, looking in my mind. Where you rising, you compromise your time. All confused.
Track 1, don't be late.
for the moment.
Stand clear of the closing